Next question is question number 11. So Aditi finds that a mixture of an acid and a base does not change the color of either red or blue litmus of paper. So indicates that what anybody? By reading that you all understand no reaction with the red litmus or no reaction with the blue litmus. Means in the sense of what is the pH of that? Anybody tell? What is the pH of that solution? Any one of you?
7.
7. So it is not acidic in nature, or same way it is not belongs to basic in nature. So as the pH is 7, so we used to call something. What is that call it as? Everybody? Neutral. Am I right or wrong? All of you? Yes, please. So Aditi finds that a mixture of an acid and a base does not change the color of either red or blue litmus paper. So means in the sense of it is forms the neutral salt. So where the pH is 7. So now compare the amount of H plus and OH minus ions in the solution they are saying. So now let us take now. So if you go for 0 to 14, when you are keep on coming like this, H plus ions increases, OH minus ions decreases. When you are moving from 0 to 14, H plus ion concentration decreases, OH minus ion concentration increases. Now, if it comes to the exactly middle, 7. So what is the H plus and OH ions concentration? Everybody? The number of H plus ions is equals to the number of OH minus ion. That is only we used to call it as neutral substance. Am I right, everybody? Respond, guys. All of you? Yes. So keep it in mind, at the pH is equals to 7, which is not reacting with the red or blue litmus. So the H plus ion concentration is equals to OH minus ion concentration for neutral. Suppose if it is the acids H plus ion concentration is more than OH minus ion concentration. Bases OH minus ion concentration, OH minus ion concentration is more than H plus ion concentration. So that is the difference between acids, bases, and as well as neutral substance. Am I audible? Anybody is there in the meeting? Yes, please. Nobody?
Yes, sir.
So at the pH is equals to 7. So what will happen, everybody? The amount of H plus ions is equals to amount of OH minus ions. So that is why the pH is equals to 7. Do it now. Mr. Johan, am I audible? Simply attend, log in and sleeping. Do it, everyone. Next. Next question. A pH is measured on a scale of 0 to 14 with lower values indicating high hydrogen ion concentration and higher values indicating low hydrogen ion concentration, less acidic. A pH of 7 is considered as neutral. Every whole unit in pH represents a tenfold increases in or decreases in hydrogen ion concentration. Tenfold. Do you understand, everybody? Tenfold means one pH value to another pH value, 10 times it is increases. So now what would be the hydrogen ion concentration of a solution of pH 4 be compared to a solution of pH 8? So that is what they're asking. So we all know, once again I'm saying, so if you take the pH scale, so we are having 0 to 14. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So remember everybody, if it comes from the last, H plus ions will consider. So from here is the maximum H plus ions because acidic in nature. Here is the minimum H plus ions. Am I audible, everybody? Do you understand the question, all of you? Please respond, guys. Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what they are asking, what is the difference? What would be the hydrogen ion concentration of a solution of pH 4 compared to a solution of pH 8? So check that pH 4 and pH 8 alone. So let the amount of H plus ions is here is some X. Now from here to here, it will increases tenfold, means into 10. Again from here to here, it will increases into 10 times. Here to here again, it will increases into 10 times. Here to here again, it is increases into 10 times. Now compare from 8 to 4. How many times H plus ions more? Anybody? 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. How much, guys? 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. How much it is? Shall we stop the class? All idiots, right, people? Multiplication also don't know. From 8 to 4, concentration increases or decreases? That you tell me first. Where the hydrogen ions more, ama? At 8 or at 4?
At 4.
At 4. So they are saying from one pH value to another pH value, it will represent tenfold increases in or decreases in hydrogen ion concentration. Means if you go like this, for example, if I say 4 to 8, 4 to 8, it is decreases. 8 to 4, it is increases. So now a solution of pH 4, a solution of pH 4, how many times more it is? 10,000 times more concentration of H plus ion compared to pH of 8. For example, if I say pH 8, then what will happen? pH 8 contains how many times H plus ions less? 10,000 times lesser concentration of H plus ions compared to a solution of what? Solution of pH 4. Do you understand, everybody?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
please. So if I take pH 4, remember when we are coming down from 14 to 0, H plus ion concentration keep on increases. So maximum H plus ions will be having at 0 pH value. Minimum H plus ions will be at 14. So when you are coming down, H plus ion concentration increases. Now, if you consider the H plus ion concentration at the 8 is some X I am taking, then from 8 to 7, 10x it will increases. 7 to 6, again 10. 6 to 5, again 10. 5 to 4, again 10. So totally the amount of H plus ions increases 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. So totally 10,000 times high concentration than the pH value at the 7. So pH 8 to pH 4, 10,000 times the concentration of H plus ions differs. So that is the answer. Write it. Sanjay, understand? Mr. Johan, get out from the meeting, not required for me. Please don't make me angry morning itself. If you're not ready to respond, you leave the meeting. Everybody, I'm saying, not required. Do you understand the answer? Everybody, write the answer. Two different ways you can write the answer. What we can write first? A solution of a solution of pH 4, a solution of pH 4, a solution of pH 4 have a solution of pH 4 have 10,000 times high concentration, 10,000 times high concentration of hydrogen ions compared to a solution of pH 8. Compared to a solution of pH 8. Or reverse, you say, what is the reverse answer, everybody? What is the reverse answer? What is the reverse answer, Ra?
So pH of 8 have 10,000 times lesser have concentration of H plus ion than 4.
Right. A solution of pH 8 would have a solution of pH 8 would have 10,000 times lesser concentration, lower, you write, lesser, not lower concentration, 10,000 times lower concentration of hydrogen ions compared to a solution of pH 8. Compared to a solution of pH 8. Clear, everybody? Make it quick. Next question. Mr. Swadan, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So pH is measured. Next question you see pH meter. Actually, in laboratory, this is the pH value which we will use pH meter, which will use to identify the pH of any solution. So pH is measured using pH meter, which comprises a detecting unit consisting of a pH sensitive glass electrode and an indicating unit which indicates the pH as shown below. So this is what pH reading. All of you see that. What is the pH reading? All of you? 7 point. What is the pH reading? 7.30. Okay. So now this is the glass electrode and this is the solution. So now here you see the question how big it is. So its very answer will never be this much. So just the question only will be like that. So to measure the pH of a solution, the glass electrode is dipped into the solution and the pH is displayed on the screen of the indicating unit. Before measuring the pH of another solution, the glass electrode is rinsed with distilled water and dried carefully with tissue paper. Now, how is the pH reading of the second solution likely to be affected if the glass electrode is not dried with the tissue paper in the following cases? Anybody? First, if the second solution being measured is acidic in nature, if the second solution being measured is basic in nature. So all of you observe very carefully. Again, I will explain the question. So initially, a person has taken some solution, some X solution, we don't know. What is the pH of this one, everybody? What is the pH of this one, all of you? 7.30. Am I right, everyone? All of you? Please respond. So what is this actually? Neutral solution. Almost it is a neutral solution. Now, this electrode basically from one solution to another solution, if you are measuring, you must clean with the distilled water distilled water, because definitely if you rinse it, some drops of solution will be stick to the electrode. Am I right or wrong? All of you? Yes or no, guys? So now directly if you dip into the another solution, so that what will happen? So there will be definitely effect in the pH value. The original pH does not shown. So that is the reason we have to clean with the distilled water and we have to neatly wipe out with the tissue paper. So that is what, then only it is possible to measure the correct value of a pH of any another solution. Now, what they are asking, I have measured the pH of this solution, which is 7.3, which is 7.3. Now, directly I dipped in the acid and directly I dipped in the base. Understanding? So one time directly acid. So now you tell me, if there is a acid and if I dip with the pH meter which is dipped in the neutral solution, so acid is going to be diluted or acid is going to be increase the concentration. Anybody? Concentration is going to increase or going to be decrease? Anyone? Yes, please.
Decrease.
Concentration is going to be decreased because some drops of neutral substance is going to be present on the glass rod, so that automatically the concentration of the acid is decreases. So acid is going to be diluted. So acid is going to be diluted means the pH value increases or decreases. Anybody? 0 to 7, correct. So 0, 1, 2, 3, we know strong acids. And 4, 5, 6, we used to call it as a weak acids. So now pH is increasing. So acids pH increases. Acids pH increases. So that what will happen? Concentration decreasing or increasing? Anybody?
Decreases.
Yes. So the pH meter will indicate little bit more pH value than the actual pH of the solution if it is directly dipped in the acid, because acid is going to be diluted. So if acid is diluted, pH value increases. So what will happen? If I directly dip the glass electrode after measuring the pH of a neutral solution, so my acid pH is going to increase. So it will shows slightly higher pH reading than the actual pH reading of the acidic solution. Is it right or wrong? Everybody, do you understand, all of you? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Basic. Basic, which is stronger? Suppose example I'm asking. A pH value 11 is strong base or pH value 14 is strong base? Everybody? pH value 11 is stronger or pH value 14 is stronger?
14.
14.
14 is stronger. Understanding? Because bases pH is greater, strength also greater, stronger acid, stronger base. Now, after measuring the 7.3, that is what solution, directly I dipped it. So what is happening? The pH of the base is going to decrease or pH of the base is going to increase. Anybody? pH of the base, diluting. So pH of the base is going to increase or pH of the base is going to decrease?
Increase.
Decrease. Do you understand it? Diluting. So diluting means the pH value decreases. So pH value decreases means it will come less than 14. Less than 14. Understanding? Means it is decreasing. So what will happen, everybody? The pH meter will indicate slightly lower pH reading or more pH reading than the actual pH. Anybody? Yes, please. It is
Lower pH.
so it will shows lower pH than actual reading, actual pH reading. That is what you have to remember. So all of you understand, everybody? If acid is diluted, please remember pH value is going to increase. If base is diluted, pH value is going to decrease. So electrode is directly dipped in the acid, it is going to be diluted and pH of the solution is going to increase. So it will shows little higher than the actual pH reading. In bases, it is going to diluted. Bases diluted means pH value decreasing. So it will shows lesser pH than the actual reading. So if anybody having any doubt, please ask me, or else you solve it. So question looks big. The concept, if you know, is very simple. So please write it. Any doubt you can ask. Clear everybody? Mr. Nimesh, understand? Varshan, Sriram?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Harini, understand? Noor? ரெண்டு பேர் அது மட்டும் வேஸ்ட் யூஸ்லெஸ் ஃபெலோஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் ஜாலி லைஃப் நோ சீரியஸ்னஸ் அட் ஆல் லைஃப் next question read completed 13th question everybody
Yes, sir.
next 34th question Deepthi has three flasks containing dilute hydrochloric acid dilute sulfuric acid and dilute sodium hydroxide respectively. So there is a three containers, 1, 2 and 3. So first one, dilute HCl, hydrochloric acid, and second one is dilute H2SO4. Third one is sodium hydroxide. What is the formula of sodium hydroxide? Anybody? Dilute sodium hydroxide. Adi theriyada? Sodium hydroxide. NaOH. Now the flasks are not labeled and she does not have any pH indicator. There is no pH indicator. Now, which of the solutions will she be able to identify? Will she be able to identify just by mixing mixtures of pairs of the substances? What observation will help her to make this identification? That is what? Anybody? All of you? How she can identify? Anyone? So three substances is there. So she may be mixed. Let it be. We don't know what is what. So here I am drawing it. So now you tell me. Let it be this one. I will take it as A, B, and C. Now, if you notice A, B, C, in this definitely two acids and one base. Clear everybody? Two acids and one base. Now, which one we can identify? Generally, you tell me. So, totally I can make, so for example, three combinations. I can mix AB little bit, or I can mix AC, or I can mix BC. So, any three combinations I can make. I can identify one. Anybody? Sriram, you do not have pH paper. You should not use. The flask are not labeled and she does not have pH paper. Do you understand, Mr. Hero? You cannot use. Clear? All of you? So now you see, as we know, two acids are there and one base is there. So we all knows that acid reacting with the base, it will gives you what? Everybody? Respect to salt plus water, and also it is exothermic or endothermic. Everybody? Yes, please. Exothermic reaction. So that is what I will understand. So what will happen? If I mix A, B, C, for example, if I mix AB, there is no change in temperature. then I will understand. Let I'm saying let AB is mixed, no change in temperature. Understanding? So that I will understand AB is both are what? No change in temperature. What does it mean? Both AB are what? All of you? Both AB are what? Acids. Do you all understand, Amma? Because why? Or for example, when I mix BC, let. By the time I understand this no change in temperature. Understanding? Not feeling warm. Not warm. So means in the sense of B and C consider as a what? All of you. B and C consider as a what, Amma? Acids. But which is but which is HCl, which is H2SO4? Is it possible to identify? Anybody? Is it possible to identify? No. We cannot identify. We cannot identify which is HCl and which is H2SO4. Now, if I consider AB, now A is mixed with the C, then I found that the temperature is increasing. I feel warm. Means C is definitely a what? Everybody. NaOH. Or when I mix B and C, then also I feel it is feeling warm. Then also I can identify C is a what? NaOH. So from this I can identify only one thing. By mixing any two, I can identify out of three only one. What is that, guys? Everybody? Sodium. What I can identify, ma? Sodium hydroxide. Because it is the base. Remaining two are acids, which is exactly we cannot identify. Similar question we have got in carbonate compounds. Do you remember? Three test tubes is given. I hope by this time you all remember that. Ethane, ethene, ethine. That is what? Alkane, ethane, ethene, ethine. So which one we will identify? Anybody can tell? By using bromine test. By using bromine test, we can identify one. What is that?
Ethane.
Saturated compound. Why? Saturated, no reaction. But ethene and ethine both are called as a unsaturated. So they will turn up into bromine water into what? Colorless. So that is the test to identify saturated and unsaturated. But we cannot define which is ethene and which is ethine exactly. That is why we can identify ethane. Same way here, we all come to know two are acids, but which is exactly sulfuric acid, which is exactly HCl, we cannot identify. So what we can identify here, everybody? We can identify the sodium hydroxide. And what observation will help her to make this identification? Neutralization reaction. If acid is if the sodium hydroxide reacting with the HCl or reacting with the H2SO4, I am taking let. Don't think AB is the acids. I don't know. I'm saying. Do you understand? Three possibilities are there. In that, definitely two possibilities will get the warm. So first, the possibility which is not feeling warm, I will identify both are acids. Then the third one is actually definitely base. So that is what you have to remember. Understand, everybody? Clear? Please respond. So what will happen? The mixture, the test tubes which is containing the mixture of acid and base, definitely the temperature will increases. So it will feel warm. You will feel warm to touch. So if you feel warm to touch, so that is exothermic reaction. So we all knows double displacement reaction, neutralization reactions are exothermic reactions. So we can identify base, sodium hydroxide. That is what you have to remember. So this is what is about all the CBQs of acid, bases, and salts. Remember, like these questions only you can expect in the board exam also. So always, that is only we can say CBQs. So you must have a complete knowledge. There is no by hearting questions, just a general way, general awareness. You must have a basic knowledge, you can finish it. That's all about it. So this is acid base and salts completed. I think carbonates compounds we already completed. And metals and non-metals, are we done? No, correct? Hurry. We have completed. I think metals and non-metals already. Yes or no? Ma, have you done metals and non-metals? I am asking you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
I think we have completed metals and non-metals. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember. You have to solve, but metals and non-metals also go through that. So with this, 4 chapters of chemistry completed, I think. So carbons compounds already we finished it. But carbons compounds, even direct questions you can expect like these questions. Directly you can expect. So again you can go through that because many questions are interlinking with the chapter 1 and all. So please go through that and solve these questions. Then, so chemistry 4 chapters we completed. And let us go with the now. Periodic classification deleted. Okay. So biology will study. First question. Everybody. So what is that? Life processes. Life process, first question you see is that. I think biology, any one chapter we finish, Hari? No, correct? Heredity
No,
alone we finish. I think. Is it right? Heredity we have done. Am I right?
yes, sir. You said to print out.
Yes, yes. Heredity we have done. Oh, we have not discussed it. We have discussed it, correct? No.
We didn't discuss, sir. You said to do by yourself.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll discuss. No issues. So two statements are given below. One labeled assertion and another one is a reason. So first one, warm-blooded animals have their left and right side of the heart separated for more efficient supply of oxygen to the body. Warm-blooded animals need high energy to maintain their body temperatures. Is it true or not? Warm-blooded animals. Who is the example for warm-blooded animal? Anybody? Who is the example for warm-blooded animals? At least. Who is the example for warm-blooded animal? Anyone? Humans.
Humans.
We are all humans. We are all humans. Suppose if you take cold-blooded animals, snakes and all. So snakes and all, their body temperature is not required to maintain constantly. According to the environment temperature, their body temperature can be adjusted. But for us, as we are humans, you are in a winter season or you are in a summer season or you are in some other XYZ places, cold countries or in like India, warm countries, always our body temperature must be 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. That is what 36 degrees Celsius. Then only you are normal. So our body must have the temperature. That is what we say warm-blooded animal. So warm-blooded animals have their left and right side of the heart separated by more efficient supply of oxygen to the body. What is the name of that separation? Anybody can tell? What is the name of that heart separating the human bodies? Anyone?
Septum.
Yes, septum. Septum is the part which is separating the left and right side of the heart. What is the reason behind? Anybody? We have studied it also. What is the reason behind separation? Anyone?
Prevent mixing oxygenated,
Preventing
deoxygenated.
the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Why? We need to supply the high energy of our body cells. So more oxygen need to supply for respiration reaction. So that is the reason we need more oxygenated blood need to be supplied. So what is the correct answer? A or B or C or D? Anybody? First, warm-blooded animals have their left and yes, true. Warm-blooded animals need high energy to maintain their body temperatures. Yes. Is it true or not, everybody? Why we have a separate septum, left and right? Because of we need more energy to maintain the body temperature. Am I right or wrong? Everybody?